I'm not instigating anything.
I can't move. I think my suit shut down. It's day 9, though. Day 9 of this investment of time we're making where we talk about a game a day for most of May. Today, let's discuss a game beginning with
I.
4.
Iron Man!
Oh, there's a button I can press with my tongue.
And Andy got his wish. He can fly off while I do my thing. See, we're fair to each other during these. I see no reason to try and sell anyone on actually playing, much less buying them, at least in the quantity I own, because they are not very good games. They have moments where they scratch the surface of being a serviceable Elseworlds lookalike version of what the movie could have done with the story, but beyond that they are stale, clunky, and hard to play. Although, playing a game that acted just like the movie it was based on would probably be more boring. It is fun to know Robert Downey Jr. did offer his voice for the role of Iron Man in these games, even though he sounds like the director decided he's not allowed to have emotion, smile, or say anything without his lips pursed the whole time.
Look at her. She's gorgeous.
There's still plenty of Stark weapons out there, and I'm gonna find them. You know what? I'll do a better job this time.
Alright, enough dunking on these games. Iron Man is our game today, not because of the game itself, but because it perpetuated the sickening disease Marvel infected us with back in 2008 called the MCU. Iron Man, the movie that began it all. I never understood the hype behind all these characters, their costumes, or why there was an R in the word skull, and I still don't for the most part, but this was my introduction into a Marvel character. I can't imagine what it must have been for someone who had gotten into this world before me, a crackly voiced 14-year-old back in 2008, but this was everything to me. The story, the characters, the fight scenes, the cool guy attitude that seemed to ooze off of Downey Jr. and into the Tony Stark character. Seriously, best casting in the universe. Iron Man is a fine film. I'm able to see it with my 30-year-old eyes and understand its flaws and shortcomings, but as a 14-year-old who is desperately trying to find his place in the world, figure out what he wants to do, and really likes building things out of yardsticks and aluminum tape, this movie was a lot of things. I'd go into that, but we're deep into the video by now. Andy would be tapping his foot, and we haven't gotten to the game. But Andy isn't here, and that's just it though. The game was a way of extending the infectious, overwhelming aspirations the movie suddenly placed on my shoulders. The world was changed forever after having watched Iron Man throw guys through walls, punch dudes into buildings, and tank a tank. Or, you're a fucking liar. I was absolutely stricken with the hype syndrome that has led many fans into this ravenous perfection-seeking mindset, where tiny changes in what they think is the way their favorite panel should appear on screen means the movie will be bad. I had it bad. I wanted to build my own Iron Man suit. I promise I did not get far. I am not an engineer, I am barely an artist, and back then there wasn't a snowball's chance in hell. But that didn't kill my hope or my love of the character. The movie inspired me to read and learn up. I bought, post-2008, Iron Man comics in collected volumes. I have several beautiful pieces of art in my home featuring many Iron Man characters. I used my adult money to buy these figures. Judge me, I don't care. Some of these are awesome, except the Guardians of the Galaxy group Build-A-Figure Iron Man. This one is cheap, ugly, and sucks. And I bought the game. And I bought the game. And I bought the game. And I bought the sequel. Iron Man the sequel mean a lot to me. Yeah, they're extensions of fan service that I treasure deeply, and that's the only reason Andy agreed to let me put this here, but still, imagine being 14, seeing your first Marvel anything, it's fucking Iron Man, discovering there's a Wii game about it, and playing that. It would be like if Iron Man came out today and that Iron Man VR game came out around the same time. That would probably blow the same amount of minds this game did back in the day. Even touching these games again for footage really ignites the strong sense of nostalgia from back then. Walking into the theater and not knowing what to expect, but knowing my father and oldest brother were both pretty excited. Walking out of the theater with all my hair still standing on end, and getting in the car realizing that several hours of my life I never want back because nothing will ever be that divine, nor could it be. Until this thing called Infinity War happened. Sorry if I sound off in this one, I'm fighting COVID right now. Anyway, what's a game starting with I that you hold near and dear to your heart? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you soon for Jay.